What's going on, guys? JPS back for another video, and today we're going to be reacting to Heroes Among Us, the incident at Bamber Bridge. Now, I have no idea what this is about. This was recommended by someone in the comment section, as all of my videos are. So yeah, we're going to check it out. It's definitely history, so yeah, we're on the history aspect of things. You guys know I switch from the history and comedy stuff all the time, always, juggling those two things on my channel because those are the things that I just find really entertaining. But yeah, if you want me to check out other stuff, comment it down below and I'll definitely try it out. But yeah, also guys, if you're new here, hit the like button, subscribe, and check out the Patreon link in description. Shout out to you guys for all the support recently. It's just crazy. I don't even know what to say anymore. But here we go. Let's react to this. Curious to see what this is about. Heroes Among Us. Okay.
Hi, I'm Mitch Mackey, president of Go for Broke National Education Center. We tell the story of the Japanese American soldiers of World War II, of their courage, patriotism, and sacrifice as they upheld America's promise. The promise that in our nation, no one is to be judged by the color of their skin, the nation of their origin, or the God whom they choose to worship. As we all know, our nation is currently struggling with a crisis of conscience. Despite the promise of America, not all individuals in our nation have been embraced by the American value of equality. In recognition and support of the Black community, Go for Broke National Education Center will be sharing stories of Black American soldiers during World War II, of their courage, of their patriotism, and of their sacrifice. They upheld America's promise, and in doing so, provide us today with a moral sense of direction. During World War II...
All right, hold on. So yeah, this is posted in August of last year, which is when racial tensions in America were literally through the roof. Bro, it was crazy. It still is, but anyways, and it always has been. But here we go. I guess this is the story.
Black American servicemen stationed in England were generally welcomed by their British hosts in ways that were completely opposite of the Jim Crow segregationist practices back in America. Black GIs would drink and socialize in mixed company in British pubs, where they were not only allowed to enter, but were warmly welcomed by the locals. Black soldiers saw around them a very different reality from that which they faced at home, a non-segregated society where they were welcomed as fellow fighters against fascism rather than second-class soldiers. The U.S. Army authorities, however, did not condone this equal treatment. 1943, the 1511th Quartermaster Truck Regiment, a segregated black unit, was stationed outside the town of Bamber Bridge.
Okay, here we go.
U.S. military authorities demanded that the town's pubs impose racial restrictions. The 3 village pubs responded with signs that read, "Black troops only."
Damn.
On the evening of June 24th, black troops and white locals were enjoying themselves at the Old Hob Inn. At closing time, white military police arrived and tried to arrest Private Eugene Nunn, a black American soldier, for not wearing the proper uniform. But they were faced with white British soldiers, both male and female, who sided with Nunn and his fellow soldiers. The incident escalated into a fistfight, and the military police were beaten back. Later, the MPs returned with reinforcements, and a battle developed in the street. Shots were fired, and Private William Crossland, one of the black soldiers, died with a bullet in his back.
Bro.
4 other injuries to black American soldiers occurred in a 5-hour confrontation which ended at the Adams Hall Army Camp. The events of that night led to the death of one black soldier, significant injuries to several others, and the convictions of 27 black American soldiers.
Why am I just not surprised? Listen, they were so happy to be away from black water fountain, colored people, bus stop, like, because that's what it was in America during this time. And then they're chilling in the pub, drinking with the white British people who apparently don't have their head up there, you know what? Unlike America back then and still now, honestly, at this point. But dang, and it's like they're probably enjoying themselves, like, finally, you know, we're treated normally, and still the racism and blah blah everything follows them because their head or whatever, sergeants, whatever you want to call them, come in, rip them out, and then call backup and then shoot them. That's just so. I'm gonna
which
watch
would
the rest.
later be commuted or overturned. The events in Bamber Bridge highlighted the vexing paradox of race relations and prejudice at the time. Despite the open-armed welcome from British citizens,
Exactly.
the U.S. Army uniform provided no protection from the racist attitudes embodied by the U.S. Army authorities. After their service, black soldiers returned stateside with little tolerance for the pervasive and prejudiced Jim Crow laws. But they soon discovered once again that their service provided no protection from the discrimination and racial violence that still permeated America.
Bro.
The harsh reality was that some black veterans were to be lynched, a harrowing image of suppression and racial intolerance.
Horrible, bro. It's just so crazy. Listen, before you talks. It's just so crazy to me because, like, you literally will serve our country, and then when you come back, people are still they're gonna spit on you again. Like, you're not even treated different from the norm, like the black people who didn't serve. Like, isn't that just crazy? Like, how are you gonna, bro? That's
for equality and social justice continues on today. We at Go for Broke National Education Center honor these black American soldiers of World War II who served and sacrificed for our nation. And we continue our commitment to ensuring America's promise.
Isn't that crazy? In the 40s, the small British town, they were drinking in the pub with black people. Never would see that in America, especially not in the 40s. Oh no, I mean, you'd see it today, but not in the 40s, not in the 50s, definitely not in the 60s. Anyways, wow, I'm like not surprised at all after watching that video. That's just not like surprising. But yeah, shout out to that small British town. You guys are normal. Anyways, also guys, on a different note, I'm sorry I've been wearing the same hoodie like 7 days in a row. Whenever I record, I just put a hoodie, like, I don't know why. Or I'm always wearing it at the time I record because it's like night. So this is like my pajamas. I don't know. You get the point. Anyways, yeah. Comment something down below. Like, I know you guys probably have heard of this before or similar incidents in history. And I'll definitely read that because I like, you know, learning more about history in the comments. You guys always are like, actually, this was wrong, blah, blah, blah. Like, yeah, I like that. So shout out to you guys for that. But yeah, hit the like button, subscribe, and oh yeah, also, I think I said at the start, guys, check out the Patreon. I'm telling you, any videos that get blocked on here, I post them on Patreon, and you get like reaction requests are taken at like a higher consideration from you. I can't speak right now. You know what I mean? Like, you can direct message me, blah blah blah, etc., etc. I made a video on it. I'll link it right here, so you can. I talked about Patreon and stuff. If you want to join, that would be greatly appreciated to help support. But yeah, shout out to like anyone who served in the military, because I know I have a lot of viewers who have served. So shout out to you guys. You know, that's you guys don't get enough respect, not just the American, but also in. You know, I know a lot of people in the Royal Air Force now, so shout out to you guys. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm gonna catch you guys in the next video. Peace.